In the silent heart of the Sunda Strait, something impossible emerged from beneath the sea. Not a ship nor a storm, but land. Burning, angry land. The ocean trembled as Anak Krakatau, child of Krakatoa, rose slowly from the depths, reborn from ancient fire and forgotten terror. The world still remembers its mother. In 1883, Krakatoa erupted with the force of 200 megatons, 4 times more powerful than the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated. The sky darkened for days. Tsunamis swallowed coastlines. Over 36,000 lives were lost. Then, the mountain vanished into the sea. 44 years later, the sea began to boil. A strange hum echoed beneath the waves. Then, from the very caldera left by Krakatoa's cataclysmic blast, smoke and lava returned. In 1927, a newborn peak broke the surface, Anak Krakatau, the child of a mountain that once destroyed the world. The elders did not celebrate. They watched the rising land with dread in their eyes. To them, Anak Krakatau was not just a volcano. It was a warning, a sign that something once sealed had been disturbed, that the child carried a shadow far older than fire itself. Each year the mountain grew taller, hotter, louder. But something else changed too. The jungle nearby grew silent. Birds stopped flying overhead. Even the waves seemed to hesitate, as if the ocean feared what it had birthed. Anak Krakatau was not just alive, it was watching. It began with dreams, shared nightmares across villages, fire in the sky, drowning cities, and a voice calling from beneath the sea. A voice no one could describe. The mountain didn't just rise from lava, it brought something with it, something that now speaks through sleep. Some fishermen returned pale, shaken, eyes wide with terror. They speak of figures walking atop the sea, silent but watching. They throw away their nets, refuse to go back. They say those aren't ghosts, they're older, darker things, awakened by the child volcano. Scientists sent sonar scans beneath the island. They expected rock. Instead, they found angles, symmetry, like ruins buried beneath lava. Before they could dive deeper, the signals vanished. Just static. Some say it wasn't interference, but a warning. A boy from a nearby village began drawing obsessively. Always the same, a dark mountain and a tall black figure at its peak. He said the figure speaks to him, not in words, but in memories. Memories he shouldn't have. An old manuscript surfaced, written in forgotten Javanese script. It spoke of a mountain spirit sealed by fire and prayer. A spirit that brings ruin when freed. The final line was smeared in blood. If it rises again, the sea will run red. The waters near the island turned strange. Fish floated belly up. The air tasted metallic, but no pollution was found. Only a quiet dread and a stillness even the birds avoided. The sea had seen something, and it was holding its breath. A diving team went into the trench beside the volcano. Only one returned. Shaking, eyes empty, he muttered nonsense until he screamed, "It moved! It saw us! It knows we're watching!" Then he fell silent, never speaking again. In 2018, Anak Krakatau erupted violently, but witnesses reported something new. Lightning falling toward the crater, not from the clouds. Some believe it wasn't lightning. It was something answering the mountain's call from above. Shamans in nearby villages began performing rituals thought long forgotten. They said the seal was breaking, the fire was no longer enough. Offerings were made, chants spoken, but one elder whispered, "It's too late. The sea listens now." A remote monitoring station stopped transmitting. A rescue team found it deserted. Equipment melted, no signs of life. Just a circle of ash on the floor. And in its center, a symbol etched into the steel with something impossibly hot. Tourists still take selfies near the island, unaware of the stories. But some photos show more than they should. Shadows that don't belong, faces and reflections. A few travelers never return, and their last posts mention voices. Coming from the waves, ancient carvings depict a fiery demon sealed within a mountain. For centuries, its eyes were closed, but recent copies show them open, staring outward, as if the seal cracked, and the thing inside has finally awakened. Without warning, an entire village evacuated at night. They spoke of drums under the sea, footsteps on roofs, and voices whispering numbers. They didn't wait for scientists. They just left everything behind and never returned. A retired elder broke into a radio station, repeating one sentence for hours. "Close the fire, seal the breath, or it will wake again." The station went dead. When police arrived, the studio was empty, only salt water on the floor. New satellite images revealed a crack glowing with green light, like a heartbeat pulsing inside the volcano. Seismologists had no explanation. Locals called it Mata Iblis, the devil's eye. They believe it watches and waits. Thousands report the same dream. A figure standing on the crater, arms raised to the sky. The earth hums. The ocean rises to meet him. A ritual from an age before man. Some wake screaming. Others don't wake at all. Still, boats approach. Scientists, thrill seekers, even spiritualists. They say the closer they get, the quieter everything becomes. No birds, no wind, just pressure. As if the sea itself is holding its breath, waiting to strike. Researchers began linking regional disasters, quakes, tsunamis, animal die-offs, back to the mountain. All pointed to Anak Krakatau, not just as a volcano, but as a signal, a pulse, a presence pushing through the Earth's skin. At night, the mountain glows faintly. Not red from lava, but sickly green from within. Some claim it breathes. Others say it speaks to those who listen too long. The jungle around it remains dead, as if burned by invisible fire. So when you stand by the shore and feel the rumble beneath your feet, listen. That sound isn't thunder. It's a heartbeat. And what stirs below Anak Krakatau was never meant to return. But now that it has, it may never sleep again.